Good morning, everyone. Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I've got my coffee in my famous, not famous, favorite is the word. Well, it's famous because it's Disney, right? My favorite Disney mug, and I am so excited today. Okay, so it is November 4th, you guys, and today marks the very first day of the rest of this month. It's a amazing starter kit special, okay? So I get so excited about the starter kit because like when I bought my first starter kit, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I'm going to put that right out there right now. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. I love my job. I love that I get to join you guys live here every day. I love that I get to share stamping with you all. And none of that would have ever been possible if I didn't buy that starter kit. Now, I bought my starter kit back in 2002. It was $385, and I didn't get to pick a single thing. I just got my kit, right? I got what they sent me, which was great because I had nothing. So I needed all the ink pads, I needed the cardstock, I needed the stamps. I was just happy to join. And I didn't realize what was going to happen, that I was going to meet this amazing community of people, that I was going to grow and bring people into the community with me. And now we have an amazing team called the ink-sided Canadians. Yes, we are ink-sided Canadians. And I love these ladies so much. They lift me up when I'm feeling down. They do. We are there for each other. They support me in this business, and I support them. And I say business, but you know what? It doesn't have to be a business, right? A lot of my people on my team are my team members are hobby demonstrators, so they signed up to get a discount. So it's a discount opportunity, and there's no obligation. So if there's no obligation, there's no strings attached. What risk do you have, right? So the special that's being offered today, November 4th, till the end of the month, is $100 in Canada. $100, no shipping, no GST, and you get to pick whatever you want. You get to pick $165 worth of product. That's $65 plus the value of the shipping and the GST for free. You're getting that for free. Plus, you're also going to get in your starter kit, there's a paper pumpkin kit. They put one in there for a surprise so that you can get that and you can share that with your friends and family, and they can see the joy of paper pumpkin. And it's a wonderful thing. So my question to you is, if you are a demonstrator and you were to do this again, or if you're not a demonstrator and you're just thinking about it, what would you put in that starter kit? Like, what would you pick? If you could just shop, someone said, go ahead, shop for $165, what would you put in your kit? I can think of so many things. $165, like that's three really good size bundles, right? You can get bundles from the catalog with punches, you can get dies. $165, you can get a lot of Stampin' Up stuff. Maybe you are a demonstrator that has let your title lapse, right? Maybe you let it go or something and you want to come back. You can come on back for $100, and maybe you want to refresh your ink pads. Maybe you need new ink pads. Maybe you don't have the in colors. You want to buy all 10 of those. You could put all those in your starter kit. Maybe you want to just fill your starter kit with adhesives and cardstock and envelopes. Maybe you've got some supplies already and you just need to replenish. Why not join and grab all of that stuff that you need? How about the blends? I hear a lot of people talking about blends and how they're trying to build their collection. Well, for $165, you can get a lot of blends. And so there's so many different combinations, permutations, whatever you want to call it, to put in your starter kit, and it's completely up to you. And then you get to be a discount shopper. I was talking to my husband about this last night. I'm like, how long can they stay active without ever doing a sale? Of course, you're going to want to use your discount, right? Hi, Camilla. Who buys a Costco membership and doesn't go to Costco, right? You go to Costco because it's a good deal. You're getting a good deal on all those amazing things that they sell. Same thing with the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator membership, right? You pay $100 and then you get to be a discount shopper. And you're going to get that $165 worth of product. When you go to Costco and renew your membership, they don't give you anything. They give you your card back and say, hey, go shopping, right? That's all you get. You get your ability to get in the doors. Well, with Stampin' Up, for $100, you get in the doors all right, but you're going to get that 165 in your starter kit, in your coming showing up right to your door, and then from there, right until the end of April, you can enjoy that discount. It's a win-win situation, right? $100 is all it costs, and you get $165 worth of product. So I'm super excited, as you can tell, because it is the best deal. And what do women do when you have a good deal? We share it with other women, right? We share it with our sisters, our friends, and that's what I'm doing here this morning. I'm sharing this amazing opportunity with you. If you want to just give it a try, you got nothing to lose because you're going to get $165 of your wish list already. Okay, let's get started. If you live in Canada and you're not a demonstrator, please reach out. I would love, love, love to help you get your starter kit and get started on this amazing journey and this amazing hobby. Okay, let's get started. Speaking of my team, we do lots and lots of fun things. We have our team meeting on Sunday. I can't wait. I do door prizes with them because I love them and I want to give back to them. So that's on Sunday. So today I'm going to be casing, CASE, copy and share everything. I'm going to be casing one of the lovely ladies on our team, Denise. She sent me a swap card and we swap cards. So I design one card and I mass produce it, send it out to everybody who signs up. So it makes your life a little bit easier because you just design one card, but you're getting all these cards back in the mail, right? One of the fun things that I do with my team. So I got a card from Denise and I love it so much that I'm going to case it. I'm giving her the credit because she designed this one. And I just want to recreate it with you here this morning. So let's flip the camera and I'll point you down at my work surface and we'll get started on this fun card. Okay, here we go. Okay, so whoop. Okay. Uh-oh, it flipped me back around. Weird things. Oh, rotate my phone. Okay. All right. Am I straight, guys? Facebook never ever is straightforward. Sometimes, it's a challenge sometimes when I tilt my phone. But I just want to get you guys the best possible view of my work surface here. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my hands and everything is in the screen here. I want to move my coffee off to the side and we'll get started. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Francine. Thank you, everybody, for popping on. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Camilla. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Bet. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if I'm straight. All good. Okay, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we have a card. I'm going to pull in this one. I love this bundle. It is Whimsical Trees. It has everything you need for Christmas, in my opinion. It has the trees, all the different combinations. It has the beautiful bulbs, some hollyberry, and some really nice greetings, right? So when you have images and greetings, both for the front and the inside of your card, you are good to go, in my opinion. But look at the bundle. This bundle has dies. If you buy the bundle, you save 10%, and you're going to get these amazing dies that cut out all the details. They cut out the basic trees, like the shape, and then you can put the garland on top. So fun. You've seen me. This is not the first card I've done with this bundle because I love it so much. And it's a red rubber, so it's our gorgeous Stampin' Up's red rubber. Cling mount, so that means it's the red rubber with the foam in the middle, and then the cling is like super sticky, so it will never fall off your block. So we're going to play with that today. For my card, it is a thick basic white. So thick basic white is like our basic white, but of course it's thicker. So it stands up, when you're making it as a card base, it'll stand on your mantle a whole lot better. Nothing any worse than having a mantle on the card, or a card on the mantle, and it's like opening up or falling and not standing properly, right? Because you want to display all your pretty cards. So the thick cardstock is really good as a card base. We also have beautiful polished pink. Yes, it's a non-traditional Christmas color, but that's what the Whimsical Trees bundle is all about, right? The paper that comes with this bundle is just unbelievable. It's so nice. And I'm just going to, this is Denise's card, as I mentioned at the beginning of my video. So I love how she pulled in these colors and made a really cool card. Mossy Meadow. We have a piece of Mossy Meadow that measures 5.5 nope, sorry, 5 1/4 by 3 inches. I have another piece of basic white, which I'm going to do my stamping on, and that one measures 5 inches by 2 3/4. So 5 inches by 2 3/4. I have another scrap piece of basic white, and we are good to go. Okay, so what I'm going to be using is I'm going to just do my stamping on this basic white piece first, and I am going to be stamping off the edge a little bit. So I'm just going to grab I have a Stampin' Pierce mat here, this one, and I just covered it with some grid paper. I probably should change that grid paper, but it just helps to save the grid paper that I have down on my desk, so I don't have to change it up so much. So when I'm doing some stamping off, I often bring this in. Okay, so I've got my tree here. I love this little tree, and I'm going to stamp with polished pink. Yes, we're going to do pink trees, because why not, right? Non-traditional Christmas colors are so beautiful and so bold. And I love what Denise did on this card with our stamping off. So what I mean by stamping off is you start with a first generation right out of the ink pad, and then you just keep on going until you run out of ink, and then you start again. So this makes a really beautiful visual effect. So I'm going to stamp my tree here. Let me just sit down here and so I can position myself and stamp straight, hopefully. I'm going to stamp my first tree right here on the left side. I'm going to lift up. Oh, and I got an edge. Look at that. But that's okay, because you guys, I love it when things happen on lives, because it allows me to show you what I would do in a real life situation. So I pressed way too hard on my ink pad, and I have ink all on the edges here. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip this over, because you get two sides to a piece of cardstock, right? and the Stampin' Up! Cardstock is so amazing that you can totally stamp on the other side and you won't see through. Okay, let's try again. This time I'm going to sit down, because I think I was standing and I was pressing, and you don't need to put all your body weight into your ink pad, right? Just a tap, tap, tap is plenty. So let's do that. We're doing tap, 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 and then I'm just going to press firmly. I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to keep going. Second generation. Third. Oh, okay. This is good. Okay. Something else I get to show you, and I did not plan this. So here's my first tree. I stamped it off the edge. Then when I lifted it, see what happened? I get that edge. I get like a 1/4 of the tree dark pink and light. I don't like that. So I'm going to grab another piece of white. All the errors this morning, you guys, bear with me, please. I'm just going to cut another piece and show you. We're just going to 5 inches by 2 3/4. There's no mistakes in stamping. Well, yeah, there are, I guess. I guess I'm showing you some this morning. I'm just reaching for my basic white, and we're going to cut another piece. And my paper trimmer. So 2 3/4 by 5 inches. So I'm going to cut this at 2 3/4 down the long side. And I'm going to turn it, cut it at 5 inches. Here we go. All right, so we're going to try again. If you're just joining me, watching me, I'll show you my little mistakes. I got one on each side of the paper. Now, how cool is that? I got a mistake here and a mistake here. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that error, or try and fix that problem by inking up my stamp again, but I'm going to stamp right on the cardstock. I'm not going to go off the edge. And then I can keep going. So there. And then I'm going to go again. And then I'm going to go one more time. So first, second, and third generation. You see that? I love how the tree looks like it's fading out of view. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to keep going. We're going to do this again. So tap, tap, tap. Gently, not pressing too hard. And then we're going to press down and just give it a firm little press here. Not too firm, but just to get that ink off the stamp onto the cardstock. Keep going. We need 3. Second generation, and then beautiful light pink as our third generation. And you guessed it, we're going to do it one more time. Tap, tap, tap. I'm going to put my pink, this is polished pink to be exact, here. And then I'm just going to go off the edge with my second generation one. There we have it. Okay. Oh, I got a little edge. Okay, we're not, you know what, I'm going to cover that up. We're not going to worry about it. Okay, so here we have our beautiful, it sounds like an ombre, right? Ombre trees. And I want to show you something. So when Stampin' Up, they do a laser cut, I think it's called. But anyway, these stamps come and they're already cut out. If you have excess rubber, you can take a sharp pair of scissors and trim that rubber off if it's bothering you and you're having issues with it. Years ago, when I first signed up on 2002, our stamps did not come cut out like this. We had to cut them. We just got a sheet of rubber with the images, and we had Stampin' Rubber, Craft and Rubber scissors, and we would have to trim our stamps. So let me show you what I mean by that. So we would have to take the whole sheet of rubber, and we would look at the image, and we would trim close, but being very careful not to cut into the stamp. So let me show you what I'm doing. Take my scissors, and I'm going to just trim a little bit of that edge off. So if you have this problem at home with your stamps, you can very carefully come in here and remove some of that excess rubber, and then hopefully that would take care of that. And again, all the other tips that I shared about not pressing too hard and all of that still applies. Okay, but we're gonna fix this. We're gonna go with it. Okay, so I have this, and let's see, what else do we have? We're going to bring in some baker's twine. I love the baker's twine that comes in a package of 5 right now in the catalog. Baker's Twine Essential Pack. We're going to use the white because it's so cool to have one package and then you can just glance and pick whatever color, because sometimes you might need a piece of black or some gray, vanilla, crumb cake. It's all there. So they've really done a great job with the changes with how they're packaging the baker's twine. So I'm going to wrap this around my card. I'm just putting a little bit of glue on the back, and we're going to just attach that to the glue. Good morning, Lorraine. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. So I know it's probably not morning there, right? You're probably having your lunch, joining me with your lunch. Okay, so I'm wrapping my twine around. Just going to trim off the back here. And there we go. We got a little bit of twine at the bottom of those polished pink trees. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to bring back my polished pink layer. So this is the polished pink layer that's going to be on the background of my card. And for this one, I'm going to use this tree, but not for the tree, not as a tree image. I'm going to use this tree as a background tree to do some background stamping. So I'm going to put it on a block, and I'm going to ink it up, and we're just going to stamp. We're just going to get those beautiful little polka dots all the way around here. And you can use this as like a background stamp, right? Okay, so we're just coming on around. And you can just do the edges if you wanted to, because pretty much the middle of this card will be covered up by the layers. But imagine you could make some nice snow with this. It's a little polka dot tree, but I'm using it as a background stamp. Okay, so let's get rid of our little Stampin' mat here. And we're going to bring in our card base. So I'm using thick basic white, and this is going to sit square on the front like that. Let me grab my multi-purpose glue, and we'll add some glue to the back. And put this on here. I love the non-traditional colors. I think I might do some Christmas cards of my own this year well, I definitely am, because I love this Christmas whimsy stuff. So our piece of Mossy Meadow, that measures, let me go back to my measurement, 3 by 5 1/4. I'm going to put that on an angle. Okay. Or actually, sorry, I'm going to put it straight across my card, and put my glue on. I'm having the top and the bottom, try to keep the same amount of the polished pink showing at the top and the bottom. And then I'm going to bring back this piece here that I did my trees. Now this is going to sit on a little bit of an angle. It's kind of fun to do things, you know, a little off center sometimes. It's a little changing it up, right? Then instead of being always straight edges, you can totally change it up by putting things on an angle. All right, so let's put our dimensionals on. I'm going to put one in the center and 4 corners. And we're going to put this onto the card. Okay, just going to center it here a little bit and then tilt it. Just tilt it on a little bit of an angle so we've got that nice mossy meadow coming out the back. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we need a greeting, and our greeting, let me grab my ruler. Our greeting is going to be 2 1/4 inches by 1 1/8. So let's grab a little piece of cardstock here and my paper trimmer, and we're just going to do 2 1/4 on the paper trimmer by 1 1/8. So 1 1/8 here. Just a little rectangle, and just looks like that. And we're going to stamp with Memento. And I have my greeting here. I love this one. May the love of the season warm your heart and warm your home and fill your heart. So we're going to use that one on the front. So tap, tap, tap. No rocking. We're going to stamp straight down onto my basic white piece like that. There we go. So there's our greeting. That's going to sit on dimensionals as well. I need my Memento still, so I'm going to hold on to that. And let's grab a couple of dimensionals. I'm going to put 4 on here because it's going to sit right on top of the twine. So I want to make sure that it's anchored down really, really well. So 4 dimensionals again. And let's bring back our card front, and we'll put this on the card front right here on an angle, just right over top of this twine. Now, remember my little boo-boo right there? We're going to do something about that. I went ahead and pulled in the dies from the set. Let's bring them back and show you. This die right here. So this one, it's just the edges, okay? There's no detailed inside. So I went ahead and I cut out 2 of them at the same time. You can do that. I do that all the time. I cut out like the trees, for example. It's just the edges, so you can do 2 at a time and save yourself some time, especially if you're busy trying to get a lot of Christmas cards done at once, right? So we're going to use this image on here. So how do you do that with red rubber? I know it's kind of challenging sometimes, but I'm going to show you how I do this. So I ink up my stamp. So just use my Memento. I'm going to ink up my stamp, and then I'm going to take my die cut. I'm going to lay it on top. So you just look at the shape and look at the stamp, and you're just going to lay it face down on top. So gently, just laying it down here. Then I'm going to grab another block and press from the top. Just give it a firm press, and then you can see that it is stamped on my die cut. So red rubber, you can totally die cut first and then do your stamping and save yourself. You cut your time in half essentially, right, when you do that. Okay, so let's zoom in here and I'll show you how I'm going to color this little one. We're going to use polished pink and soft succulent. So I'm going to use my polished pink for my little holly berries. And I'm going to do my greenery with soft succulent. Here we go. Just come on in here, quickly do the greenery part. I'm just using the dark, but you could totally use the light and the dark, and you could shade this. I just wanted a nice dark greenery on here. So there we have that. Now let's just back you up again. All right, so I'm going to grab a dimensional, and we're going to pop this onto the card front. Let's bring back my card front and my dimensional, and I'm going to pop this right here in the corner, and I have successfully covered up my boo-boo. There's no mistakes in stamping, just opportunities to embellish, right? Speaking of embellishments, you could totally add bling, whatever kind of rhinestones you want to this card. You can also, I love these dies because I've shown you this before, but just in case you missed my video, these here. These are stars and they are ornaments. You could cut those out of silver or gold and you could totally embellish your tree. You could put a star on the top of all of the trees. Lots and lots of ways to bling up this card even further. But if you want to do some quick stamping, the stamping off first, second, third generation, I love this idea. It can be done with any different Stampin' Up! Colors. I love what Denise did here with the polished pink and the mossy meadow together. This one is definitely a gorgeous, gorgeous swap card that I received, and I'm so excited to share it with you. Let me just flip you around here. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Kay. Thank you all for joining me. It is Thursday. Can you believe it's Thursday already? Oh my gosh, I can't even believe how fast this week is going. Thank you again for all your comments, all your likes and your thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my video. Thank you for letting me share my excitement for today, November 4th, because that starter kit is just the bomb. And thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate your comments. Yeah, I'm casing today. This is copy and share from my team member, Denise Cox. So I invite you to join my team. I would love, love, love to get that email notification that you have signed up as a demonstrator and join my Ink-Cited Canadians team. I'd love to welcome you. Have a fantastic Thursday, and I'll be back tomorrow on Friday with my fun fold card. I'm so excited. All right. Have a great day, everybody. I hope I've inspired you to pull out your stamps, ink, and paper and to make a card, send a card, and to share a card. Share it here with us. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.